roughly placed in our spare tire well here, and honestly, it is perfect fit. I went ahead and test fitted our piece of wood there, flush, perfect, lines up with our rib nuts there. And just check this out. You can appreciate this. I'll kind of get this level if you can see that. Awesome. Kind of figuring out which way I'm gonna put the port, which is probably gonna be on this side. Actually, yeah, it's gonna be facing that way. So just bear with me, I'm doing this with one hand here. Turn this around. If you can see, let me get a light and I'll show you guys how that works with everything there. So here you go. I don't know if you guys can see the mounting point, which is, I'm actually putting a little bit off. So that's good right there. You can push that up a little bit more, and then you can use some of the hardware that they supply. They supply you with this guy right here and this guy right there. So. So now this is unboxed. Here's what comes in the box. You get your sub itself, 12 inch, marketed as a 12 inch. It's like 11.3 inches. Here is your input for the harness here. This cap is for the Audis and VWs, I believe. Snaps into your spare tire, and then that's threaded through for either the 8 or 10 mil version here. This is the 8 mil that we're gonna be using. I already have this measured out. So we're gonna be trimming the excess from here up. So you'll see that in the video in a few. Here's your harness. Pretty straightforward here, guys. You have your power, your ground, your remote, your high, and your low, which is your RCAs. We are going to be using the low input there because we already have everything run, of course, and your instructions. If you need these, it's always good to look at those. I tossed them just because I was being funny. And here's your Allen key socket to go ahead and open up this cover here, give yourself a little bit more room to work. So we're going to go ahead, get this done. Now you see what's in the box. Pretty impressive again. Yes, I have a headlamp on, and just try to make it as painless as possible. A lot of the stuff is run again from the Rockville unit. So we have our power, we have our ground back there. It's gonna splice everything up. RCAs are ran, but what we do need to run to the front again is our remote and remove the Rockville remote. So using the provided through nut here, or all thread, I should say, this is kind of what we have left, right? And that's not gonna work. So what we did here was just thread this all the way through until it bottomed out under here, under the sub, and then I'm just gonna trim the excess. So I'm gonna take a mark here and then trim the excess. On the other side of this is a bolt. I'm probably gonna just use that bolt and this washer and tighten that up and get rid of this this wing nut here. Just for clearance issues, I don't think it should be a problem. It is pretty flush. Let's get this done. All right, so there was roughly the end of the install. Everything went well, except for up front. So let's show you what happened here. Let's go over to the bench. This is the harness for the JDI Ghost Box and the remote pulled out of it. So, oh, sorry, wrong side. Focus. So you see that missing pin right there on the bottom? This one right here where my thumb is, that's where the remote goes. The entire pin pulled out and the pin is no longer with us. So I do have to order another one, focus again, another one of these harnesses from JDI, and we should be able to get the Ghost Box up and running. Excuse mind this. So here's that box. I have this run underneath all the stuff under here. Here is the factory radio plug. I had to disassemble center console to get that out. So we're kind of deadlocked here with nothing to do. it did kick on and then it promptly shut off. So it is what it is. So no sound clips today. Once the harness for the ghost box comes in, put everything up in there, tuck it in nice. But unfortunately, I guess this will have to be a part 1 of this, and then we'll go ahead and do part 2 when I actually turn it on and send power to it. So sorry, it's not the outcome that you guys were looking for, but hey, stay tuned.